Hello and welcome to the Endurance Channel with me, Ant.
And me, Kelly, and today we're going to talk about wetsuits. So there are a few differences between your normal wetsuit that you'd wear surfing or kayaking to a wetsuit that you would use to swim in. I think the main one to start with, we start head to toes.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom. So as you can see, a swimming wetsuit, your shoulders here are really nice and flexible.
Yeah.
This is an entry level suit, but if you look at a super expensive suit, you'll notice that they're basically paper thin, aren't they?
They are. So this one is literally, I don't know, a millimetre maybe in comparison to that one being maybe sort of 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
So you obviously get a lighter suit that's a lot more flexible, but the obvious downsides is if you're getting into the open water in early season, it's going to be a little bit colder.
It's going to be colder.
Yeah.
So that's the suit. Then if we move down, we have the buoyancy. So obviously you're going to be swimming like this, so you want to be as horizontal, not with that leg down, that leg up, as possible. So you're going to have a little bit of extra buoyancy in this area, so you can feel that's probably 2 or 3 mils, and then it gets thicker as it goes down. So this one's got nice. What's yours like?
Yeah.
What's your chumming? You got a bit of padding?
A little bit of padding in there, a little bit of bubbling in there.
Yeah.
I was also going to touch on the arms as well. So we haven't actually touched on the forearms as well. So you'll also notice there's often a bit of a different bit of material down on the forearms. So you can see on Kelly's suit there, it's a different type of neoprene. This one is almost like a bit of paper really on that forearm section there. And that just helps with your feel for the water. Sometimes more experienced swimmers talk about having this feel or this catch at the front end of their stroke. So actually having a thinner panel down on the forearm section here just helps you with that engagement with the water.
You've got a cuff on yours, haven't you?
I have, yes.
So what would they call that? A quick release cuff?
Yes.
Yes, I don't have a cuff on mine.
But the good thing about that is you can then cut it to the size that you want it to be.
You can cut it. So if it's too long for you, there's a seam inside. It's got sort of like an extra bit down. You can certainly cut all the way up to that seam to make it quicker and easier to get out of. Right, so as we move on down, whoa, feel that padding.
Nice big thick legs.
So if we look at the thighs of the suit, this is definitely thicker than the shoulder, so I've got a nice bit of buoyancy in my legs. What about yours?
Yeah, there's still quite a bit of buoyancy in this one, so it's probably down to about 5 mil rather than...
Yeah, I think you've got less than me.
So again, it goes back to who the suit is designed for. So as you go up through the ranges and you get a more advanced suit, you're actually going to get less flotation in the legs. So for those of you that look at the sort of the wetsuit lineup and you go, actually the most expensive one, that's got to be the best one. Actually, quite often it's not the best one. It's the best one if you're a very, very good swimmer. If you're a novice swimmer or an intermediate swimmer, you might be better off with a slightly lower range wetsuit that gives you that buoyancy through the legs.
Yes, absolutely. And then going down, it thins out a bit down here, and then you can see inside it's got that extra bit on the seam, so you can certainly cut, because I'm a little shorty, you can cut the legs off, can't you? So you can get out quickly. So they're designed basically to make you more buoyant when you're swimming horizontal, and nice flexible shoulders.
Yeah. A quick question then, how low do you want your wetsuit then for you? Do you go down to the ankle? You were talking about cutting it.
Do you know what? I probably go down to just below my sock, so just above the ankle to get out quick.
Yeah.
But I need it so it's tight enough it doesn't let water go in.
Yeah.
So we have all the time questions, what's the best suit on the market to buy? And the real answer is the best suit on the market to buy is the one that fits you the best. So what are they looking for fit?
In an ideal scenario, it's going to be good to try on a few different wetsuits first. You want it to feel quite tight, and I remember when I first bought my first wetsuit, they said it should take you quite a long time to get the wetsuit on. If you're pulling it on straight away, and it's an easy job, it's probably a bit too loose for you.
Most definitely. So check out our video on how to put a wetsuit on. So we're looking for, what type of swimmer are you? Are you a new swimmer that has sinky legs, or are you a swimmer that swam forever and your body position in the water is great? So if you're one of those sinky leg swimmers, you might choose a suit with extra buoyancy in the legs.
Yep.
Or if you're a swimmer that's been swimming for most of their lives, then you don't need that buoyancy in the legs. But what you said about the most expensive suit isn't always the best suit for you. So try it on. You shouldn't be able to get more than, you know, a couple of fingers down the front. There should be no gaps down the back. There should be no droopiness under the armpit. There should be no bagginess behind the knees. So you want it kind of like a second skin that you can still breathe in. Thanks for watching our video about wetsuits for swimming.
Make sure you like and subscribe.